Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. As we're heading into the weekend, the week closed rather red with a little bit of a bounce here on Friday. No change to our overall scenario basically since April. We've been looking for higher prices in this C wave, and guess what? They happened, but extremely slow, and prices just moving in slow motion. I'm really looking forward to more exciting times at some point. At the moment, it's just very slow. That, however, all confirms, at the moment at least, our assumption that this is just a corrective wave. Now, if you know about Elliott wave, if you've been watching our videos before, if you maybe have watched our other channels, then you typically know, or you would know, that a wave 4 is typically one of the most boring waves ever across the markets. Wave 4s are there to bore people out, and we see that. I mean, it's honestly, it is really boring. And what can I say? The move to the upside here, because it's so choppy, that would rather confirm our view that this is a C wave in wave 4. Now, a wave 4 is a corrective structure. It typically consists of 3 waves. It could also be a triangle, but in many cases, it's a so-called sideways correction, a so-called flat correction. These flat structures are 3-wave moves. So what you typically get is an A wave, which is the first corrective wave, a B wave, which is very strong, and this B wave was strong and nearly made a new low, and a C wave, which goes rather sideways. There are different ways of flat structures. There's one where the C wave ends below the low of the A wave, and one where the C wave ends above. What makes a flat correction even more difficult is if the C wave is an ending diagonal. Ending diagonal structures are, as you can see, well, basically it's price action that is constrained by a channel, and you often get these wedge patterns or price channels, and that makes it so difficult, or at least boring. It's not necessarily difficult, it just means that we have to be ready for the choppy price action, and you see that. Been talking about that. It's just extremely choppy. You see movements in one direction, strong retracements, and you see retracements where you wouldn't normally expect them, but we know that this is the case in a wave 4. We know that this is the case in an ending diagonal, and therefore we shouldn't be so much focused on the lower degree wave counts. I mean, I still cover the lower degree wave counts because otherwise it would be really boring, and I know a lot of you appreciate that. But just be aware that we have to be ready for frequent changes of wave counts. I think so far it's been going really well. I mean, we've been talking about the C wave now for a while. We are still in the C wave. Nothing has been invalidated. Looking at the lower degree wave structure, I can't remember for how many weeks we've had this on the chart as a wave 1, a wave 2, and then here this ABC structure in a wave 3. So yeah, this is playing out. It's just that it takes its time and it's just very boring. And let's see if we now really are in this C wave of wave 3. We have a questionable 5-wave move to the upside, which peaked here on Wednesday. A fairly strong retracement. This is now retraced to, let me add the fib retracements onto the chart. This is now retraced to basically the 50% retracement. That's still okay. I'm currently exploring if this is a 1-2 setup in a C wave. So as long as we're holding $2.57, I would count this as a 1-2 setup. So the wave 1 as a 5-wave move, the wave 2 currently declining as a correction, and then the next move up would be a 3rd wave of a C wave. Then there should be a 4 and a 5 to complete wave C of 3, and it should still eventually go a little higher, but it will take time. It's a very rocky road higher. So at the moment, I think also looking into the new trading week, first we've got the weekend, but all eyes need to be on that 257 level, and as long as we're holding that level, price can still go higher in a 3rd wave. If we don't, oh dear, I mean, then we wouldn't necessarily be bearish, but if price breaks below 257, then I think we made a very complex kind of structure here. I would really need to look into what it could be then. But then I would say the orange support area is relevant again. I mean, what else could it be? I mean, it could be that this C wave was obviously already finished. This would be the alternative, yeah, because you have an A, B, C structure. I mean, it's not needed that the C wave is that long, so that could be it, and then we come down in a wave 4 and would go up in the last wave 5, and then this entire C wave wouldn't be that long, okay? Wouldn't really change anything. It would just mean a shorter C wave, but we'll probably get more clarity about that next week. So there is not much more to add, and also you need to understand that as long as we are in this overall price channel, probably not too much is going to change here. It's just that the lower degree wave structures might morph into different structures potentially, but that's just normal in a diagonal structure. And eventually, what we're still looking forward to on the Natgas chart is another low. But to calculate a target for that, we can't do that at this stage, because first of all, we need a confirmed top in place. We need to complete the wave 4 first, then we can calculate a target for the wave 5. But it could go into the region around 150, yeah, maybe a little lower, we'll see. Yeah, that's my update about Natgas. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.